Love is Truth, Truth is Love. A story by Tula Light. The people walked beneath a heavy sky. They lit their torches in the name of freedom, yet their fire was not warmth. It was lommy. Lies, hate, and fear, wrapped as gifts. And though the flames burned bright, the hearts of the people grew dim. Among them was one called the Firebrand. Her voice was loud, her conviction fierce. She believed herself a champion of truth. But then her eyes fell upon the silenced women, bound not by chains of iron, but by years of control and silence. And a whisper pierced her soul. This cause is not truth. This fire is lommy. She dropped her torch, and though her hands trembled, her heart blazed with a new light. And far from the crowds was the grounded one. He and his people had borne lommy for generations, their lands stolen, their voices stilled, their dignity pressed down. Yet he did not rage. He stood rooted as the oak, steady as the river. When Nammy touched him, it came not as a thunder, but as a rain, quiet, flowing, filling him with calm strength. He became a living testimony that one may endure shadows and still choose grace. But the shadows did not sleep. They rose in anger at the turning of the Firebrand. They called her a traitor, mocked her as weak, cursed her as false. Their leaders trembled, for they knew if fire could be turned to light, others might follow. And many faltered, swayed by the noise. The path to love narrowed, shadowed by anger's roar. Yet the Firebrand stood, and the grounded one held firm. Together, their witness whispered across the land, "You cannot drown truth. You cannot burn love." And so it was that the many began to turn. One by one, weary of the lies, they laid down their torches. Weary of the hate, they opened their hands. Weary of the fear, they lifted their eyes. Some rose with fiery passion. Some walked the quiet way of inner work. But both paths led home. And the land began to change, not in a single day, nor without struggle. The shadows still hissed. Some still clung to lommy. But step by step, the people remembered. And so it was spoken. Love returns to many. For love is truth, and truth is love. And the land began to change, not in a single day, nor without struggle. The shadows still hissed, some still clung to lommy. But step by step, the people remembered. And so it was spoken. Love returns to many. For truth is love, and love is truth. And those who choose it shall not be shaken.